Hey guys, what's up? It is Sarfnic here. Welcome back to another video. So it's been about 7 months since I made my last video relating to Ninjago. Well, in that, I rated all of Ninjago's seasons, but it's been 7 months and they've released 2 new installations. I guess we could call them seasons. I'm going to refer to the island as Season 14 and Seabound as Season 15 just for the fact that that's my opinion on that little debate there. I know that some of the creators have referred to Seabound as Season 14 and the islands as special, but I don't care. At the end, I'm also going to discuss my theories for Ninjago's 2022 seasons. Yeah, I want to include that as well, just in case I'm right about something. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to be just saying what I think these seasons are on my rankings. My old ranking video will technically be outdated because I have to push some of the rankings down. So now, without further ado, let's get into it. Well, since The Island, aka Season 14, aired first, we'll be discussing it first. Yep, I put it pretty down low. Third worst installment, with the only things worse being Hands of Time and Day of the Departed. So, I didn't like how this was made. I wish it was longer, and it didn't really go for the type of feel that I was wanting. For example, the previous season, Season 13, Master Mountain, shocked me with what happened. This didn't really shock me at all. As Tommy and Andreessen said himself, it was a Scooby-Doo episode, basically. I did like the Ronin twist, though. Yes, we are discussing spoilers here. I also like Chief Mattis as a villain, believe it or not, because he was kind of like a lawful evil example, which we don't really get much in this show, to be honest. And the keepers were alright. The visuals were stunning this season, dude. Really stunning. Voice acting was alright. Twitchy Tim had a good voice actor. Twitchy Tim was also a good character as a whole. The electricity thing, just wish he got more screen time in the last 2 episodes. I also really liked the first episode. It was actually my favorite out of all of them. I think the third episode was pretty good as well. But I liked how it was paced. Like, it was paced really well. It wasn't rushed. It was just paced fast. That's all, really. Like, think about it. They began it with, well, Master Roo and Misako and those guys in the jungle, and ended it with, well, the ninja in the jungle. I thought they really fit a lot in that 11-minute slot. The Gift of Jay was also a pretty cool concept. It reminded me a lot of the previous season of Master of the Mountain, with Jay kind of being like he had some simps. Pretty much happened again in this season, which was hilarious to me. I don't know why. The ending was pretty chill as well, with the ninja forgiving the keepers and stuff. I actually predicted the storyline, believe it or not, beforehand. I just kind of looked at the keepers and said, they don't look evil, you know? Just don't look that evil. And also the Wojira hint towards the next season, I liked it. But yeah, alright concept, and just wish we could have got more screen time. Let's move on to the next season that aired, like, not even a month later, man. They aired these seasons really close to each other. Seabound. Seabound is one of the most amazing seasons I've watched. Trust me, it earned that 9.5 out of 10. It was just so good. I mean, there are some plot holes, which we'll discuss later, but it was so good. And the ending is the most emotional and sad ending of Ninjago I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever cried during Ninjago. Like, even Season 3's ending just didn't make me cry. But this ending, man, I was so sad after this. It was just straight up great, like, S-tier writing by the writers, man. And shocking, they produced this entire season, voice acting, animation, everything, during COVID-19. So, first off, I love the beginning. The beginning didn't even have anything to do with Kalmar or the main storyline. In fact, it had to deal with that Vengestone storyline that we're still expecting to see sometime in the future. It made it feel like there were 2 villains this season, and wow, the ninjas really had their hands full. Then Nia's powers go haywire, and we get into the main storyline about Wojira being awakened by Kalmar or whatever, and him needing to get the amulets, and the ninja going to Merlopia. Wow. Now, Ninjago took a break from being dark after Season 9, aka Hunted, and this is the first season to, well, be dark. Kalmar literally just kills his father on screen, like, bitch, I've had enough of you. And then Benthomar and his relationship with Kalmar was amazing. And, oh, Maya and Nia's relationship, wow, dude. Like, just so much good writing this season. Just expertise, like, none of us were expecting to have that good a season after we saw kind of how trashy the island was. But the writers said yeet. Now, look, a lot of folks still say that Master of the Mountain for some reason is better than this season as it goes for, like, focusing on Elemental Master. Are you kidding me? No. This was the best season to focus on any single ninja I've ever seen. By far, Nia got some of the greatest angst ever. many folks say that this season turned Nia from their least favorite ninja to like their second favorite. It's shocking. I always liked Nia though, so it was always surprising to see that she was kind of hated. And man, this season did Nia so well. She went from just crabby old Nia to a fucking water goddess. Like, what? Now, this sacrifice, man, no one expected it, dude. Nobody expected Ninjago to get rid of a ninja. I mean, seriously, these writers really took risks here, and they pay off. Risks pay off. And it makes me excited for the future, too, because apparently, according to some of the writers, they got even bigger stuff planned. Man, I am so excited. That arc with Maya and Nia was handled so well from the beginning with the foreshadowing to the end with the cookies. Yeah, the cookies comment. It's just so sad, man. Crying over that shit, seriously. Then the villain, Kalmar. I remember the writers had hinted up to him being a really big baddie. Yeah, he's probably the scummiest villain we've ever gotten in Ninjago. And I thought no one could beat Pythor, but man, this guy is a complete... And I love that. I just love how, literally the first time he met the ninja, he's just like, surface dweller, and just starts shooting them. Like, he doesn't even give a He doesn't let them explain who they are. He just hated them off the bat, dude. His invasion of Ninjago, him deceiving, he deceiving the Meropians. He was really smart with that strategy, by the way. Really smart villain, good voice actor. Gilles Payton is amazing. Heard that dude had some funny interactions with some folks on Twitter, which I think I actually interacted with Twitter for once. So, yeah, he's pretty awesome. I love the fact that he just never gave up, and he's just hatred for the surface world and anyone who's not his royal blood, but he hates his father, so I think he just hates everyone. He was a racist villain, which is funny. We actually had our first racist villain. Maybe Pythor was racist, I don't know. His mission to seek out the amulet seemed pretty classic Ninjagoan, but it was still pretty enjoyable to see him fighting the ninja on the surface and stuff. Just completely demolished them. Then there was the final battle with Rojira. It had been quite a couple seasons since we'd seen Ninjago almost get destroyed, and it almost got destroyed in this season. Now, this season focused a lot on older seasons as well. They each paid a reference, like they had references to Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu with like the Newsboys, and then Prime Empire with Unagami appearing a few times along with Okino, and then Cole taking the amulet, or the storm amulet, the fake storm amulet, to Shintaru is also a reference to Master of the Mountain, and they reference the island with Nia, Lloyd, Jie, Benthomar, and Maya returning to the island to warn Chief Amatis about Kalmar. I wish there was a fight scene with them, by the way. That's one disappointing thing that this season didn't do on purpose, but the thing that kept this away from getting first place was just the plot holes. I'm sorry, there was this major plot hole that cannot be explained away. So, as you know, when the ninja went to the island, Zane actually scanned the amulet and discovered it was a fake. Then, when Nia got the amulet back from Kalmar at the fight at the Ninjago City docks, for some reason Zane just didn't scan it. It was stupid. Big plot hole, man. They could have come up with an excuse like, oh, Zane wasn't there or whatever, but no, they just didn't do it. The other issue I have with it is the ending. Now, look, the funeral was extremely nice, man. I love that scene. One of my favorite scenes in the show, and it is the saddest scene, but it left out the conclusion to the Meropians. I'm pretty sure they now have to discuss it in the next season, but great. We gotta wait, like, almost a year to figure out what happened to the Meropians. As you know, they sided with Kalmar, and still, like, even when Benthomar tried convincing them, they still sided with Kalmar and helped Wojira kill people, so I think that they deserve to get imprisoned, like, literally all the Moray guards. Fuck them, I don't give two shits about them. They helped Kalmar take over the world, I don't give a shit if they were deceived. But yeah, that takes us to the end of the review for this season. Man, absolutely amazing. Ninjago, keep this work up. I am so excited to see what's going to happen in the future with this Vengestone buyer. This plot is getting... I'm really scared because the ninja actually this season were about to catch one of the criminals, but because of Nia's powers going haywire, they couldn't. Misdemeanor and the Vengestone buyer are still out there, and that leads me into my theories for the next installments. I'm not going to say next season. Technically, this is probably for season 16, but just theories as a whole. So based off of some hints, leaks, and yeah, just hints as a whole, we can assume a few things. I believe that Skylar will be joining the ninja team, or at least be relevant for next season, and we also believe that it's going to be a Kai season since he hasn't got a good season in years. I also think Misdemeanor is going to come back. I think we're going to be dealing with this Vengestone buyer. I think their plan's going to be huge. It's going to be really bad. I think the Elemental Masters are going to return. So I think Misdemeanor is going to return mostly because she has a fire ability, which I think matches up with Kai. It wasn't really explored in Seabound, but yet again, Nia's relationship with Wojira wasn't really explored in the the island. They waited till Seabound to actually do that. I also believe that Nia won't be coming back. I honestly want it to stay that way. Ninjago, they made a magnificent choice, and they better not undo it the next season. Kind of like how Zane's sacrifice is just undone the next season. Relating to Season 3 and Season 4, by the way. But I think that there's a new character, well, they literally hinted that there's a weird new character coming around. And I think the hint kind of showed that it was a woman. So I think there's going to be some female character that's going to be introduced, like, at the start of next season, that is just going to be weird. Maybe have a new elemental power, because apparently they hinted towards having a new elemental power revealed. Due to some leaks, I also believe this season might be 30 episodes, kind of like Season 11 was. There's been some mention that apparently Court is going to have something to do with this season, or at least one of the upcoming ones next year. So, yeah, I guess maybe the ninja or some criminals are going to go to court for some reason. I'm actually interested if the Vengestone Bar could be behind that, or not, or secretly behind it, we won't know right away. And the final hint is apparently there's some episode titles that reveal that the ninja might return to the Neverrealm. I think that's a good idea. You know, the Neverrealm, I'd love to see that place again. Some of the characters like Sorla, Akita, and Kataru, they were all pretty chill. Not Vex, though. Please don't bring back Vex. But I don't know. All I know is that it's going to be good. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll do another one once 2022's season's there. Man, I'm excited. See you guys.